Greetings, YouTube. There's a group in Idaho, the South Fork Industries, and I want to make sure everyone gets that name, South Fork Industries. And they've decided that they're still upset that they're going to be building, or in the process of building, a cultural center near, I use that term euphemistically, the Ground Zero site in New York City. And as a response to this company is going to produce a new line, and I'm deadly serious about this, so please try to hold your chuckles. A new line of bullets, ammunition, that have been coated in a paint which has been laced with pork. Okay, stop for a second. I want you to percolate that concept in your head. Someone is making a line of ammunition that is coated in paint that has been laced in pork. Now, I'm not even sure if you can do that effectively. I think that possibly by the time you have gotten an infused paint onto a round and you do the process of coating it and everything, I think the probability of pork being present is probably nil. Now, the astute members listening to this video will think, well, why would they be doing that? Well, you see, pork, to the Muslims of the world and to the Jews, is haram, or non-kosher. The idea behind these rounds is that a Muslim shot by one of these rounds would not be able to get into heaven because they would have broken the dietary restrictions that Muslims live by, which are called halal. And this is strange and a poor interpretation of Islam, because the Haram Code says that you cannot voluntarily be eating pork, that you're restricted from eating it. It doesn't say anything about someone forcing it upon you. For example, if they sneak it into your food, you don't get barred from heaven because you unknowingly ate it. And in case of the kosher laws, I know that during World War II, during the era of the Nazi ghettos, before they actually began using the death camps, they actually removed the restriction on consuming pork simply because it allowed more people to survive. Because it's one of the fewer, or at least at that time, was one of the cheaper meats available. So these restrictions are not going to send someone to hell or bar them from heaven because they were shot by a bullet. So, what is the reasoning behind this? Well, the reasoning is simple. This is nothing but pure, unadulterated, blatant bigotry. And it's really stunning when someone labels themselves so clearly as a bigot. These bullets are being produced by South Fork Industries of Idaho, specifically to make people angry who are not angry at the moment. To insult people who have not been insulted by these people before, by this group in Idaho before. This is about spreading hate and discrimination and bigotry. Anyone that produces these bullets, knowingly, is a bigot. Anyone that buys them is a bigot. So I suppose that these people know their target audience. They know that there are lots of bigots in the world, specifically in America, who would love to shoot a Muslim person simply because they're Muslim, and they would like to do it with a round that somehow insults them more than just being shot. The level of derp here is profound. I'm a person that advocates empathy, sympathy, and compassion. And I can understand some of the reasoning behind this. This is all based on fear. But when you let fear control your mind to this extent, that you are no longer able to socially function, you have a problem. And the individuals at this company, South Fork Industries, need to stop producing these bullets and to go find themselves a good cognitive behavior therapist. But I will not call a ban on these, because it's handy when bigots label themselves as bigots, and when customers buy them and label themselves as bigots. It's just convenient, because now you know who to look at and say, hey, you know something? You're a bigot.